Hello everybody, this is Cross, the creator of Cross Goodies, Uncle Cross Hideout mod for Oblivion. It's been a while since I did a video of this mod, and there's been a whole lot of changes, a whole lot of additions,
Hi.
etc, etc.
Morning.
One thing I wanted to go over, which I'm not going to show you guys how to do, but there is an INI file to change a lot of the options in the mod, such as, excuse me, adding the plethora of items in Cross Goodies to the leveled lists in Oblivion, so they'll show up actually on the bandits and other NPCs. Enhanced enemies, which will be basically enhanced creatures, all kinds of different creatures added by the mod. The training max perk, which will allow you to set the amount of times that you can train in Oblivion, so you can set it to whatever amount you'd like. Say, well, the default is actually 15 right now. And I'll show you the other settings spell within the game that you can actually turn it off or on. Lowering bottles, which will change all the potions, other bottles, etc. in the game. To make all the races added by the mod to the game and make them playable, in order so you can use them. Memory optimization, which will actually help, especially with lower end systems. Bow damage fix, which does increase the damage inflicted by bows. It just makes archery a little more lucrative in the game. And soul gem capacities, which increases the amount of mana, magicka, however way you want to look at it, that are added to the soul gems, so that you can actually add more to earn, or I should say, enchant your weapons even higher. Okay, without further ado, we're going to get into a couple things here. So I'm going to show you the settings spell first. So we're going to open up our spells. So mod settings. I'll bring it up. Now this will actually disable the training max perk. In other words, it will bring it to back to the default of 5 times per level. There's a sneak attack perk also that adds a higher multiplier to damage inflicted when you're in sneak mode, and to enable or disable real fatigue. Now, real fatigue is actually changes the gameplay quite a bit. As you can see, as you're running, anytime you're running, you will actually burn. I'm going to burn this quicker so I can show you what will actually happen when you fatigue is down to nothing. It takes a little while, but eventually you will actually pass out from exhaustion. Now this is based on your athletics and your encumbrance amount, in other words, how much you are carrying. So this makes it a little more like real life. You can see there you passed out. Now with this real fatigue enabled, you actually do get access to Blazing Ben, which is a really fast horse, and you actually get the spell to call him to you whenever you wish. So we're going to check that out real quick. As you can see, it brings Blazing Ben right to you. It's a pretty fast horse, that's why you do not burn any kind of fatigue or anything like that. So it actually makes mounts and such usable in the game. Otherwise, you can just run all over the place and never burn any kind of fatigue. And to me, that didn't really give you much immersion. So while we're here with this, well, this is another spell is actually added by the Tome of Enlightenment, which we will cover later. It's called Mystic GPS. Now you can set any target you would like, such as an NPC. As you can see, it will set your target, and if you make this your active quest, so you bring up your quest, and it will show you where that is. See if I can get the quest. Well, either way, it's in your map. It'll show up in your map, so basically, wherever you happen to be, it will show whatever it is that you acquired on your map, and you'll see down here you have your marker, quest marker, and it will see the green marker right there. Actually, this is the full download of the mod as well. This includes all of the add-ons. There's been another video made. It was actually a run-through of it and a review of the mod by Zool. Thank you very much. But he did not have any of the add-ons included in it, so I'm going to show you guys all of the add-ons, well, at least some of them. There's no way I can show you every single thing in this mod, and we're going to go over the hideout itself, look around there, see a lot of the changes in it, and we will look at the land as well that the hideout is actually a part of. So we're going to open up the secret hideout spell. When we call up the spell, you will see that you can go to the secret hideout, open a secret stash, ingredient cabinet, potion cabinet, etc., which you can access anytime from anywhere. And actually the hideout respawns, everything in it pretty much respawns every time you enter and leave and then come back to the hideout. So let's go to the hideout here. Now we're going to be in the east wing. This is Helga. This is your maid. It actually kind of keeps it tidy and such around the hideout. And over here are a couple of the portals to the add-on areas. You see here, these are all the add-ons. Dread Knight. I'm not going to show you all these things because honestly there's just too much to show you. But that is part of the fun of having a mod, is trying to figure out what's going on here. See Helga cleaning up there. Now, basically going to the player room here. You can see here there's a bath in here. It actually has a full disrobe feature, so your armor, clothing, whatever will not get wet. You will disrobe when you get in the bathtub, and you will automatically have your clothing on again when you get out of the bathtub. Now the hideout actually has sleep for 10. You have 2 here, and you have 4 other beds in the other area, which I'll show you in a minute. So you can sleep 10 comfortably in the hideout. This is birthday suits here, which are basically the different body mods and such. I included them in the game so that way you can take care of the hand and feet seams, which you see many of the different bodies. Over here you'll have the race changer. There's another tutorial about that elsewhere, where you can change your race at any time during the game. As we get into here, you will see all the stations. You have Spellcraft, Alchemy, and of course the Enchantment Station. This right here is a Alchemy reference, which will give you all kinds of different recipes for your alchemy pleasure. We'll turn into the Tome of Enlightenment, which is where you learn all the spells of Cross Goodies. Basically, you say, yes, I would. No, I would not. Yes, you would. It will add all of the spells to you. As you can see in here, all these spells have been added. Now, they will add at level 1. All the spells actually level with the character, so whatever spell school that you have experience in, it will level later, which I will show you how to do using the power gem within the hideout here. I'm going to show you over here. You have enchantment gems, which basically work as I can't remember the name right now, but basically sigil stones, I believe they're called. Yes, I haven't played Oblivion in quite a while, so please bear with me. Those right here, these are staffs, so you can actually enchant staffs. So can I grab one of these? Show you over here. Now, I actually have a lot of unenchanted staffs that you can add this to. Many different styles here. So use an elven golden staff, because why not? So we're going to, just as you use a sigil stone, going to find a stone here. So we'll load this up, and then we'll pick our staff. Now notice it'll only show that it holds one enchantment, but we'll actually have all of these enchantments on it when we create it. I'm just going to add a name, so we'll go staff 1. Doesn't really matter. Going here, we'll see. We'll equip the staff. And as you can see, the enchantment has been added to the staff. Actually, part of this mod actually has where you can add or remove items as you wish as well. Basically just hit the delete key at any time. This area as well, we have Wayland Stones which respawn, and Soul Gems. So you never run out of Soul Gems, and they are filled. Or actually, excuse me, they are not filled. That's part of the game, actually filling it. Now, at any time you wish, you can... Mystic Infusion Stone. This will actually refill all of your enchanted items in your inventory. And your magic. This over here is what we saw in the main hideout spell, which is the potion cabinet.
Yes?
And the ingredient cabinet. One thing about the alchemy station, you can actually choose to store all of your ingredients, which they will store in the ingredient cabinet for you. So any ingredients that you have will actually be stored here, so you're not carrying them all around. Of course, you can access it at any time as well. I'm going to go out of the player area of this home here. Go to the other side. South side of the west wing. As you see, I do have a partner in here as well. And everything that you see here does respawn. So we have the roast, bread basket, and of course sweet rolls. When we go over here, we have the stew pot, which has stew in it. And these are other add-on areas here you can go to, portals to those areas, I should say. We're going to go over here to the power gem. This does, you can draw power from, which gives you a pretty hefty buff there. You can go to upgrade your cross goody spells, which after you have used the Tome of Enlightenment, it will actually upgrade your spells and clean up anything. So get rid of all the level 1s and level 2, and actually it will level you up whatever level you are in the particular schools. Then of course there's practice scamps as well, which will show in the in the east wing, which I will show you in just a moment. Then here's another bathtub for yourself or for your partners as well. I'm not going to show you that because I said it does have an automatic disrobe feature. This right here too is trash. You can put things in here and it will respond, so we'll get rid of it. We're going to go into the east wing. Now this is full now because I have all the add-ons included in this. So this is going to be the brewer area. This is brewer. You can make your own potions, not potions, excuse me, different ales and such. And then right here is the actual manual, which will show you how to, or what you need for each one. And then the items that you need to, those ingredients will be in here. So you can pull those out of there and actually put them into the brewer and then start it going. Now I cannot press enough that anybody that uses this mod needs to read all of the documentation included with this mod, because this is very feature rich mod. It's not just a huge download. There is so much in this mod that you really need to read how to install it, how to use it, and just tells you about all the items in the mod as well. Now installation is a manual install, which is pretty straightforward. I try to make it as straightforward as I could. I'm not going to go over that today, but I'll show you this area. This is the Orgasmatron area. Of course, this is full. And it has the Orgasmatron, which I'm not going to show you what it does because that's part of the fun of the mod. go to this area over here, which will include all of the items included by the mod itself, which they do respawn. Sorry. Of course, up here, isn't that a great looking guy? Oh yeah, I guess I'm gonna say yes, he is, or you can say no. It's entirely up to you. Now this is your access to the basement. Now without any of the add-ons included, the basement will be pretty much empty. But it includes all of the, like I said before, it includes all of the add-ons, which include the basement add-ons. So as you can see, there is so much in this mod that there's no way for me to completely cover everything. But we're going to go back over to this area. It's the basement garden. Which includes pretty much, I believe, everything, all the flora in Oblivion, or Cyrodiil I should say, and also everything in Oblivion Gates. Go back into the basement. Now this isn't the whole basement, there's actually another half of it. This is not completely filled. I did not want to completely fill this part of the basement, so that way you can actually add your own stuff from other mods such as Imperial Furniture, etc., etc. So you can actually have a lot of room in this home to add whatever you would like. Well, this will actually is a tunnel to the outside into the retreat, which I'm not going to show you right now because I'm going to go back into the home and go out the main entrance. Here we are down in the east wing. Back into the west wing.
Hi there.
Then we're actually going to go into the retreat. Now when you leave here, you can either go back to Tamriel or Shivering Isles, wherever you happen to have been. So we'll bring it right back to where you were. Or you can go out into the retreat, which is what we're going to do right now.
Hello.
So this is the retreat. Now you have the main quest line. I've had people ask me about where does the quest start, how do you do this, where do you get the key, etc., etc. The quest will automatically start when you reach level 6. Now what do we do when we want to level? We go to sleep, correct? So you have to sleep for at least an hour. And when you wake up, then the quest will start. I'm not going to tell you anything about the quest because that takes away from the mod. That's part of the fun. Now, if you're above a level 6, just find somewhere to sleep for at least an hour, wake up, and the quest will begin. Now, a couple other quests that I have included in this, which are associated with each of these statues here, and actually deal with the retreat itself. Now you can see a bunch of mermaids, mermen walking around here. Now these are just not NPCs, they're just there for whatever. They are actually partners, and you do not need CM partners to use them. They do have silent voices added to them. Now you see after you've already grabbed them, you can do many of the things that you can do with the partners, such as share, stand guard, go our own ways, which means that they will go back to the retreat no matter what. Now go to share, which means you can change whatever you'd like to change with them in clothing, etc. But for right now, I'm going to show you one thing, is that when they're in the water, they actually grow tails. I'm going to show you a little bit of the middle part of the retreat here. As you can see this is a rather large area, and this is only the middle part of the retreat. You have this whole huge area here, which, as I said before, the small quest will bring you to those areas. And you might even see Gus, which is a giant mud crab, running around here. You can also enlist him as a follower. Takes a little while here to get into the water. Now, as we look back, you'll see that he has grown a tail. They're very fast in the water, and they are essential, so they will not die. So we're back out of the water, and you'll... well, when he does actually get out of the water.
How do you do?
You can see, now he no longer has a tail, but he has his default equipment. Now you can either swim across the area there to go to the other part of the island, or you can go up here, back by the hideout, and there actually is a rather long bridge. I just say I passed out there. And as you can see, Blazing Ben is actually brought to the retreat for you as well. Now we are at the bridge, so I'll show you. Basically, you follow the bridge and take it all the way across, and there you go.
Go ahead, please.
Let him go, and he will be back here. Here we are back in the hideout. I'm going to show you that. You click this, you actually go back to where you were, and as you can see, Blazing Ben has been brought here as well. I wish I could go over more in this mod, but honestly, there's just so much I can't go over everything, and it would take so long to show you everything that is actually added by the mod, and all the creatures, and etc., etc. But I hope that you enjoyed this little showcase here, and I hope it gives people a little more of an idea of what the mod encompasses, and please leave some comments. Let me know how you feel.